Okay, hello. Today's video, well, it's going to be a long one for me, hopefully a short one for you. But what I'm doing is I'm cutting out caffeine for 2 weeks, and I'm going to talk about how I felt and how it went. So, this is actually day 2. I was not feeling up to recording on day 1, which might indicate how I was feeling, but basically, day 1, just headache all day, pretty much like from the late morning on. And then by the afternoon, I was so tired. I was having trouble staying awake. I had to get up and move around. Today I'm feeling a little bit better, but I went to bed at 9:30, which is super early for me. I'm usually in bed by 10:30 at the earliest. I woke up feeling kind of groggy today. My headache is not as bad, but I do still have a little bit of a headache, and I'm still pretty tired. So I'll just report back probably once a day, maybe not once a day, maybe once every couple days, and I'm going to talk about how the caffeine withdrawal goes. For context, I was drinking quite a bit of caffeine before. I was usually having a coffee and a Mountain Dew at a minimum each day, which I could probably calculate the milligrams of caffeine and put it somewhere on screen, but it was more caffeine than I've drank in the past, and I just felt like it was getting a little bit out of hand. So I'm just doing a quick 2 weeks of no caffeine, sort of reset everything, make my brain not dependent on drugs to have energy to do my work, and then I'll probably just go back to a moderate amount of caffeine each day. And the bonus is, by not having a soda every day, which was really bad, and it was a diet soda, so I wasn't getting all the sugar, but by not having a soda every day, I'm saving like 80 cents at least, which is nice. Our food bill is too high, so that's the gist of what this video is, and that's what we're going to be doing. Alright, day 3 of no caffeine. It's about 11 in the morning, and I feel like crap. I'm almost wondering if I haven't gotten sick at the same time, which would be a weird coincidence, right? It would be weird. But basically, my stomach doesn't feel good, my back and my hips, like the bones are sore, like I feel an ache in my body everywhere. The headache actually is not, it's not a lot of pain, it's just, it makes it hard to look at things for too long, like it's accompanied with a lot of eye strain, which I'm not 100% sure is related, but like I'm feeling it even now looking at the camera. I just feel like I want to close my eyes and not look at anything. Not feeling very good. Not feeling very good. I haven't had any caffeine at all in 3 days, and I didn't expect it to be this bad. I expected the headache. I didn't expect all the rest of this, so I don't know. Maybe I might take my temperature and see if I have a fever. I don't feel like I have a fever, but I just feel really weird. Maybe it was just the sheer amount of caffeine that I have been having was like too much, the withdrawals are worse, I don't know. But I'm gonna write it out, and I'll check in again tomorrow. Alright, today is day 4, I believe, and I still feel like crap. Maybe slightly less crap than yesterday, I don't know. I've got this achy bone feeling again, where like it's mostly in my back and my hips that just feel pain. And it doesn't like, it almost feels like muscle pain, but it doesn't get better if I like relax the muscles or don't put stress on the muscles. It just kind of hurts regardless. I'm feeling a lot of regret right now, but I'm not gonna stop because like, even if like a coffee did make me feel better, it would undo all the progress I've gotten up until today. Like this whole week I've been sort of suffering. If I give up now, that will have been for nothing. So sticking with it. Ibuprofen helps a little bit, so I'm doing that too. Really considering setting a limit in the future so this doesn't happen again. Okay, today is Sunday, April 10th. And we're up really close because my hair looks gross today. We're having people come clean the ductwork in our house like the vents and things, and they are going to be here all day and we'll need access to every room, so I've been cleaning a lot. Nothing's really that bad, I just feel embarrassed. So I'm cleaning, so maybe I won't feel embarrassed. That's really the whole thing. They could technically access all the vents as it is now, so I'm doing this to myself, but it's exhausting and I haven't had a chance to shower yet. So as far as the caffeine cut, detox, whatever goes, I started feeling better about on Friday, so like 5 days in, and I've still got a little bit of a headache. That could be from anything, honestly. I get a lot of headaches regularly, but it does kind of feel like the caffeine headache. It could be in my imagination, but I think my body aches that I was having are gone as far as I could tell, but my head still hurts a bit, and I still just really want a coffee, really bad, or like, we keep our Mountain Dews on a shelf downstairs, and I can see them every day, multiple times a day, every time I go into the kitchen, but I'm being strong. One more week of this, and then I will have to figure out how to reintroduce caffeine in a way that I don't go overboard with like I did before. So for the most part, I'm feeling alright, finally. I was feeling so bad for days, and I'm finally feeling a bit better. Okay, today is the 13th, Wednesday, about a week and a half after quitting caffeine. I don't have a lot of time to film or a good place, so we're looking at my breakfast here, which is going to be some cinnamon tea and some Oreos. Lemon Oreos, of course. And I think I finally get to have a day without a headache. So yesterday I had a headache that kind of set in later in the day, but today I feel great. So maybe this is the true end of the caffeine withdrawals. I might have spoken too soon. Also, I look like garbage. I don't feel as bad as I look, I think. I just got a really bad headache, and the way the morning was going, it seemed like I wasn't going to have a headache today, but this one may be from stress. It was kind of a big day. We had the air duct cleaner come in. We had to take Great Kitty to the vet. He's not doing very well at all. And it's just been a long day. So trying to keep my eyes open. I'm pretty tired, but it is about 9 p.m. I did cancel my stream tonight. Just a combination of running a lot of errands, being out kind of late, and then this headache after I technically got home in time to stream, but I just didn't, I need that decompress time, and I didn't get it today. But in terms of the caffeine cut, I don't feel great, and it could be because of the caffeine, it could be totally unrelated, but I'm just logging this here because that's how you do science. You log everything, and then you see what connections you can make later. So what is this, day something? I'll put the day here somewhere of what day of the caffeine cut I'm on. These are the teas I've mostly been having instead of coffee, so they're both caffeine free, you can see. This one is very good. It's a cinnamon flavored tea, and it's sweet. They sweeten it with stevia, I'm pretty sure, so it shouldn't have any sugar in it. I don't see confirmation of that on the package, and I've thrown away the box, but I'm pretty sure they use stevia in at least most of their teas. Sweet and Spicy is an accurate name. It's very good. One of my favorite teas, just in general, not just caffeine-free. But they do also have a black tea version that is just as good. And then this one, the Honey Vanilla Chamomile, is also very good. It's a little bit more mild. It doesn't have a very strong flavor. It's just kind of nice, a little tiny bit sweet, general chamomile flavor. I like this one a lot too. Specifically, dipping lemon Oreos into chamomile is very good, and so I'll often have a cup of this or a mug of this with a few lemon Oreos. The best kind of Oreo. So that and the ginger ale is what I've been using to sort of fit the void that not having caffeine has left. We are now at 13 days of no caffeine, and I'm feeling pretty good. I did a run this morning, feeling fine, no headaches yet, but it's only a matter of time. But we're almost there. I will check in again tomorrow and close this thing up when I've reached my full 2 weeks of no caffeine. Hello, I'm back, and today I can officially start drinking caffeine again. So the reason I kind of did this was because I didn't want to endlessly be sort of continuously taking caffeine, because it is a drug and it does affect your brain and your body. And I learned from my sort of just experience that I was really hooked on caffeine. And after I stopped taking it for this little experiment challenge, whatever you want to call it, I felt very bad. And I would rather that not happen when I stop having a certain food product. I would rather not feel like crap for weeks at a time. So I'm going to start drinking caffeine again today, but it's going to be in moderation. So what I'm shooting for, and this might get a little bit unwieldy just to keep track of, what I'm shooting for is less than 100 milligrams a day of caffeine, because according to science, or my brief Googlings on the half-life of caffeine in the body, within 25 hours or so, it should be pretty much completely gone. So if I only have, that 100 milligrams per day, I won't be just sort of chaining days together where the caffeine level goes up, goes down a little bit, and then I just bring it up again, it goes down a little bit, and I never really hit 0. That's my thinking. But yeah, this has been really eye-opening because I got way worse withdrawals this time than I did when I quit caffeine in 2019, 2020, something like that. That time I just had sort of 8 days of headaches and then I felt completely better. So I think I really went off the deep end here and was just having way too much caffeine. But caffeine is not like the devil. It's not going to kill you, probably, almost certainly. So I'm going to reintroduce it right now in moderation. I'm going to have a Mountain Dew. And for a while, I had this plan of I would either have a Mountain Dew or a coffee, and I'm going to go back to that because that's about right for the math to work out. These have 95 milligrams, I almost said grams, that would kill you probably, 95 milligrams of caffeine, and so I'm going to have this. I'm very excited because I haven't had a Mountain Dew in 2 weeks, and I'm an addict, so here we go. There, did you get that? I hope you did. Delicious. Okay. Another thing I'm going to do before I close up shop here. I got this idea from someone on Medium. They specifically pair caffeine intake with sessions of work, which they claim helps them sort of associate the feeling of caffeine with creative work or producing, writing, whatever. And I thought it might be fun to try that. I don't know how rigidly I'm going to stick to that goal, but I would like to have caffeine when I am sort of pursuing a task with some focus in mind. So I'm going to have this Mountain Dew, eat a little breakfast, and get into my work, which starts in about 20 minutes, well, closer to 15, technically 18 minutes exactly. It's about 7:40 in the morning as I'm recording this, which is why it looks like it's nighttime, because it's really gloomy out. But that's my plan. Overall, like caffeine, don't like being dependent on it, feel better in general now. Didn't feel better when I started 2 weeks ago. That's sort of the cliff note. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will be back soon with another video. Like, subscribe, smash all the buttons, and I'll see you next time. Bye.